Diamonds. They're a girl's best friend, but are they really worth what they cost? Where do they come from?
Diamonds are definitely being smuggled and are making it into the legitimate diamond trade.
Can you tell a fake from the real thing?
Consumer can't tell the difference, or retailer can't tell the difference.
What's the truth behind history's greatest gem heist? And where is the latest diamond rush happening? In the next 30 minutes, you'll find out everything you need to know.
Why can't sharks stop moving? Will we ever transplant a human brain? What makes us hot or cold-blooded? Everything you need to know.
In a high-security glass vault at the Smithsonian's National Gem Collection in Washington, D.C., lies the legendary Hope Diamond.
We get an average of about 7 million people a year coming into the Museum of Natural History. Most of those people end up here to see the Hope Diamond. The Hope Diamond is the most visited museum object in the world.
Part of the Hope's fame comes from its size. At a whopping 45 carats, it's the largest deep blue diamond known today. The Smithsonian officially lists its value as inestimable. But what is the real allure of this priceless gem? Its mysterious past.
Part of what keeps us tantalized, keeps us interested in the Hope Diamond, is that there are still several mysteries buried within that history that we'd like to try to sort out.
The biggest mystery is, where did it come from? The stone itself is probably over 2 billion years old, but there is no record of its original discovery.
The diamond we know today as the Hope Diamond first appeared in history in 1812. We have a copy of a memorandum that was written by a jeweler describing the dark blue diamond. Ultimately, this diamond was sold to a gem collector, Henry Philip Hope.
There was at least one other big blue diamond before the Hope. It came from India and was more than twice as big as the Hope.
An extraordinary, beautiful, large blue diamond weighing almost 115 carats in today's metric carats.
It was absolutely pure. No faults, no cracks, no inclusions, no anything. Just a beautiful, clear stone.
French King Louis XIV bought it. Unhappy with the shape, he ordered the king's master cutter to trim the 115-carat stone. The result? A 67-carat masterpiece.
What they came up with was this beautiful, brilliantly sparkling stone, which was then named the French blue.
It became part of the French crown jewels and was eventually passed on to King Louis XV, who had this stone set into a great emblem, a piece of jewelry worn only by the king that was known as the emblem of the Order of the Golden Fleece.
But then one night, during the chaos of the French Revolution, 6 men broke into the royal storehouse and stole the crown jewels.
The city was in chaos at the time. The authorities didn't know their jobs. The police were useless, and as a result, there were robberies going on all over Paris.
The French blue was never recovered. But 20 years later, 2 days after the statute of limitations had expired, a 45-carat blue diamond was quietly put up for sale in London, England, and bought for the equivalent of $1 million in today's money by Henry Hope. Could the smaller Hope Diamond, now the crown jewel of the Smithsonian Museum, have been chopped from the stolen French blue? Later, a team of experts at the Smithsonian use high-tech tools to find an answer. Time for a few questions to test your diamond expertise. First, what are diamonds made of? Carbon, sand, compressed igneous rock, or all of the above? The answer is carbon, and a whole lot of heat and pressure.
Diamonds in the earth form about 100 or more miles below the surface, and at that location there's extremely high pressures, 700 to 1,000,000 pounds per square inch, and extremely high temperatures, close to 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Pure carbon diamonds are colorless. If a certain gas was present when the diamond formed, it becomes colored. For example, traces of nitrogen make yellow diamonds. Boron makes blue. True or false? Volcanic activity brings diamonds to the surface. The answer is true. There aren't any drills that go down 100 miles. They come up through what are known as kimberlite pipes. When eruptions occur, these pipes spew tons of diamond-laden ore across the landscape. But the last eruptions happened billions of years ago. Over time, dirt and sediment covered the ore, which is why we have to dig down to find diamonds. Up next, how wealthy did the two original De Beers brothers become? You might be surprised. And later, the link between diamonds and Al-Qaeda. De Beers. How did the name become synonymous with diamonds? It all started in the 1870s, when prospectors traced a rich volcanic flow of kimberlite ore to a farm owned by two brothers named Johannes and Diedrich De Beer.
And this then precipitated a great diamond rush, thousands of people coming from all over the world, congregating in this general area.
The brothers didn't want to deal with the greedy miners, so they sold the farm to British investors for £6,300. The investment group bought up all the operations in the area, and in 1888 formed the De Beers Consolidated Mining Company, in honor of the two farmers who sold out early.
De Beers were able to control 95% of the diamond market in the world, because at that time, that's where all the diamonds came from. And since then, they have been the diamond cartel.
Today, De Beers Venetia Diamond Mine, one of the largest in the world, processes 3.5 million tons of kimberlite ore a year, producing 4 million carats of diamonds. So how does a diamond find its way from mine to market? The journey can take more than 2 years, cross 4 continents, and employ a virtual United Nations of miners, brokers, cutters, and gemologists. They follow an arcane set of rules and traditions dating back hundreds of years.
The business side of diamonds, the people who buy the diamonds and cut the diamonds and trade the diamonds, this is almost like a secret society.
But it's no secret that a majority of the world's diamonds pass through the De Beers Diamond Trading Company in London.
We add the value here by sorting and valuing the diamonds into more than 16,000 different categories of rough diamond.
De Beers funnels its diamonds to market 10 times a year through exclusive private meetings called sites. During a site, a parcel of rough diamonds, priced at an average of $10 million, is offered to a specially invited dealer selected from the leading wholesalers of the world.
The diamond business relies to a great degree on personal reputation, personal honesty. It's really a very fragile structure.
In open trading halls, like this one in Antwerp, Belgium, wholesalers buy and sell millions of dollars of cut and uncut diamonds each day, without certificates, without contracts, without a single dollar changing hands.
We do have a contract. If we say mazal, it's a contract. And I mean, we basically all comply by it.
But without any kind of paper trail, how does the business regulate itself?
The regulation is if you don't behave, you are excluded. And a man who is excluded, even he comes with money later, people don't want to do business with this man, because this business is based on trust.
Right now, with 130 million carats mined each year, diamonds are no longer the rare commodity they used to be. So why are they still so expensive? Supply control by De Beers and marketing. After World War II, diamonds weren't the first thing on people's shopping lists, especially in Europe. So De Beers decided to push the idea of the diamond engagement ring and to focus on America, where there was plenty of new